Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining our May Virginia Broker Roundtable on the steps of being a professional real estate agent, hosted by our Virginia broker, Tracy Brown. Before we begin, I want to remind you all of a few different ways to reach us here at corporate. Of course, you can always email us at support@ajicorporate.com. This is the one email that you need to remember. Our support team will go ahead and answer any questions that you have, or they will pass it on to the appropriate department. Also, you can call the corporate office at 866-463-5780. In addition to contacting us via email or phone, you can also live chat with a member of our support team. In the bottom right-hand corner of your Allison James University dashboard, you can start a quick chat with us. This is a quick and easy way to instantly reach someone at corporate. With that being said, I would now like to pass it over to our wonderful Virginia broker, Tracy Brown. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, Tori. Thanks for that. The accolade of wonderful, wonderful. I must tell my wife that. Maybe she will take heed of that. But anyway, I'm glad everyone tuned in to listen to the steps of being a professional real estate agent. And what I want to share with you today is how to actually 10 steps of ways of succeeding in business, because I believe you only succeed in this business by being a professional. And what does that mean? Your definition of professionalism may be different than my definition, but I'm going to tell you 10 ways to succeed. But before I do that, I'm going to get a couple of house rules out of the way to make sure that we're on the same page. Agents who are with the Virginia Allison James, please keep in mind when you have checks, quote unquote, checks that are coming in, and now the way they have it in the state of Virginia that the checks have to go directly to the broker's address, mailing address. When that check comes to my office, what happens, I deposit that for corporate, and then corporate receives an email from me showing that those monies have been deposited. And once that's done, then corporate does what they need to do in accounting. Checks are cut every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, if it's at the Thursday afternoon when you get that check in, you're not going to get it until the following Tuesday. Also keep in mind when the title company or the attorney or the closing agency is sending you a check, please tell them, do not send it where it needs a signature to leave. We have a mail slot there. You can put it secure in the mail slot and it falls right into the building. When you ask for someone to be there to sign for that, if there's no one in the office, guess what? If they don't leave it, it may delay you getting your funds. So you want to keep that in mind. And I know some of you've noticed the issues going back and forth with the changes of the company. No, I'm not going anywhere. What took place with that is we were on the Allison James of Virginia, and we had to change that to Allison James Estates and Homes LLC. That's the only difference in change of how we have the ownership set up. Now, it took a little while to do that. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I think we have all the kinks just about worked out. So that's getting away with the house policy and the house rules. For those who are listening today, those who are members of Allison James Estates and Homes, or those who are just considering or just want to get some nuggets to help them in the business. I have over 29 years now in the real estate industry, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the different, which would mean the good and bad and the ugly. You got that, right? All right, I want to talk with you about 10 ways to succeed in the real estate business, what I believe are the steps to understanding how to be a professional realtor. Number one is, and I find this as a challenge so often, you got to be fearless. See, while there are obvious hurdles to face, one of the biggest challenges in overcoming the fear of rejection is don't be afraid to fail. It's only a learning experience. You always have to be learning. So I want to share that with you. Don't be afraid of rejections. That is why we don't prospect daily, because we're afraid of rejections. We're afraid to pick up the phone and talk with the buyer or seller, whomever it may be. We're afraid to ask for the sale so often. You earned the right to ask for the sale. You worked hard to get the lead, so you want to ask for the sale. And that's how you become a professional. Now, the key to doing that is not winging it. You know, I heard this saying once said that poor people have no presentations. Wealthy people have a presentation. What I mean by that, you know exactly what you're going to say. You practice, drill, and rehearse your message. You know how to close. Hi, I'm Tracy Brown with Allison James. I would like to know, when do you plan on moving? How long before you have to be there? If so, when will that be? Obviously, you do realize it could take 3 to 6 months before you close or sell your home. So I got the lingo down. So you got to be always practicing your script to be a professional agent in the industry to do very well. So number one, being fearless. Number two, know your numbers to succeed. You have to have a daily plan to prospect, promote, plan, problem solve, and to play as well. Those are my P's. You have to know your numbers to succeed. You have to have a daily plan to prospect and know your numbers. Time to promote your business and to promote you. You got to have a daily plan to just set a plan for the next day. Then you have to have time out to solve problems, problem solve. And then you have to put time in there to play. It has to be organized. And with that, you have to know within that how to succeed with the numbers you need every day to be successful. So one, being fearless. Two, know your numbers to succeed. Number three, understand your finances. This was the biggest challenge when I first came into the real estate industry at the age of 21 years old. Yeah, I was doing very well, and money was coming in. But you know what? I forgot to take out for taxes. I didn't set a budget to live by. I didn't count the cost of non-effective advertising. I just felt like I had to continue to do something all the time. And guess what happened? That led to a huge challenge of financial stress and strain, always trying to make the next sale. So what I want you to do is to have a plan and understand your finances to be a professional real estate agent. Be fearless, know your numbers to succeed. Number three, understand your finances. And number four, grow as a salesperson. What are you doing to grow as a salesperson? Are you looking at some of the AJR University tools that we have available, the coaching programs that we have, consultant programs? See, you have to invest in order to get a return on your investment. Invest into yourself so you can see the return on the results. So you want to keep that in mind. You have to grow as a salesperson. You always have to be growing. My friends, you must grow. So we said the fourth step is grow as a salesperson. The fifth step, use your leverage. What is your leverage? You have to determine what your leverages are. See, when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. See, oranges, orange juice, right? So what I'm saying with that, this is what I'm saying. You have things that you can leverage within your organization and your company that will make you more productive and a better agent. We have an REO division. You can use that leverage. That on our team, we have REO division that does over 6,000 transactions in a year. I'm just using those numbers. I don't know the exact numbers. It's well up there. It's probably 700 to 800. I'm just using those numbers. So you can find out those numbers. So you want to use that as your leverage. If you're trying to get into the REO business, you want to use as your leverage as we've grown so much, over 1,200 agents that we've grown over the last 5 to 7 years. So things like that are your leverage about who we are, what we do as a company, and your leverage about your own skills and opportunities. So number 5 is use your leverage. Number 6, acquire partners. And this is the biggest challenge. Sometimes we become what we call lone rangers in the industry. See, real estate teams are huge. You see real estate teams are coming up all over. You know, you don't have to, some say, I don't want to be on a real estate team because I don't want to give up any money. Well, I'd rather have 40% of $1 million versus 100% of $25,000. You do the math. So it's a big difference. So you want to be able to consider partner with others, partner with teams, partner with title companies, partner with contractors, partner with loan officers. You have to partner with like-minded individuals with the same goal to achieve what they have in their heart to achieve. So 6, acquire partners. Number 7, having the right attitude. See, everyone knows a story about Ebenezer Scrooge, that jaded old man that had all the money in the world but did nothing but create misery for others. You don't want to be like the Scrooge. Until the Scrooge found the attitude of gratitude, and when he realized the difference of helping people and giving, he began to give everything away. He became happy. Now, I'm not telling you to give everything away, but what I'm sharing with you is You have to find something every day, even when you're at your lowest low in the business of sales, because it can be peaks and valleys, to have that attitude of gratitude. And wow, I have another day to succeed. I have another day to go above and beyond yesterday and last year. So you want to have that attitude of gratitude. And you have to also, that's number 7 is having the right attitude. And number 8 is kind of simultaneously leads into that together, showing gratitude. The next time you're flying on the plane, remember the comedian Louis C.K.'s amazing observation that you're sitting in a chair in the sky, and be grateful for all the wonderful things we get to experience every day. That's the attitude of gratitude. Be grateful for where you are now, the opportunities you have before you. Always think about your family. Be grateful for your family, your children, or your cat, your dog. I don't know, whatever it is. But you have to have an attitude of gratitude to grow in this industry. And that makes you a professional, by having that right attitude, the attitude of gratitude, understanding the numbers every day, being fearless about making the contacts, understanding what it takes to be successful. And number 9, this is the biggie. You ready for this one? That's right. Put that donut down. Staying healthy. See, your money and success isn't going to do you any good if you're not around to use it. So why would you live your life so dangerous that you would sacrifice your health? You got to take care of your health. That's right. You may want to get your workout program. Now, you don't have to be on this big testosterone issue or whatever hormonal issue where you have to do 1,000,000 push-ups or sit-ups, or you have to take on the world and have this wonderful physique. But you have to take care of your body. That's right. You have to stay healthy, because it's easy in this industry to sit around all day, push papers, stay on the computer, eat junk food, talk with people, go to lunch, come back, talk to people, and you're expanding. Your health is going down. You're not doing well. Your momentum shifts. Your energy is drained because you're not healthy. Your body is crying for something clean, water, exercise, walking, whatever it may be. I take that very seriously, my friends. I'm 52 years old now, and I go out to work in the gym more than ever before. And if you see me and say, well, you're not that cut, I know, but I'm maintaining. That's what I always tell people. Number 10, keeping the right friends. You know, in my office when I was, we're a virtual company now, but when I worked actually in a real estate office, I wouldn't sit around and listen to the negativity of other agents. We call the water fountain chatter. I wouldn't do that. And then when agents would come to me, they want to know how I was being so successful in real estate and what I was doing. I would say, okay, you can take me to lunch and I'll let you pay for it and I'll tell you, or I can bill you $250 an hour. That's about what I'm worth. That would stop those little chatters very quick. Yep, they didn't want to take me to lunch, or they didn't want to pay me per hour. They just wanted to drum up a conversation and tell me how miserable they are. You know, when you're around a lot of negative people, after a while, you start convincing yourself, well, maybe the world is bad. Yes, but you want to keep the right friends. See, learn to be around those who can help you grow, not put you down. This is huge with your mental psyche for success in real estate or any sales business. My friends, I've shared with you 10 steps that I believe that will help you succeed in real estate and to be a more professional agent. I'm going to recap that. Number 1, be fearless. Number 2, know your numbers to succeed. Number 3, understand your finances. Number 4, grow as a salesperson. Number 5, use your leverage. Number 6, acquire partners. Number 7, having the right attitude. Number 8, showing gratitude. Number 9, staying what? Healthy. Number 10, keeping what? The right friends. Thank you for listening today. I hope the information I shared with you could spark you to take action, to make some changes in your life with the 10 steps. You know, you may be weak in some areas, the steps that I've shared with you. Well, I'll be back next month. I've always enjoyed sharing with you. Thank you for allowing me to serve you as your Virginia broker. God bless until we meet again. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for another Virginia Broker Roundtable. A special thank you to, once again, our wonderful Virginia broker, Tracy Brown, for putting together such a great presentation. I feel so inspired after I listen to you every time. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.